Valley versus Pleasant. Pride and bragging rights are on the line. This has been the rivalry in Marion County for over 50 years. Tonight, it's the Vikings hosting the Spartans on Friday Night Football on the OH Report.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Welcome to River Valley High School, a beautiful night for football. I am Mark Bollinger along with Josh Banks. It's River Valley versus Pleasant in opening week of MOAC action. Both teams come in with a 1-2 record on the season, having won their openers before losing 2 straight.
Yeah, both teams really looking to battle their way back. Week 1 of MOAC play, and both teams have to come out here tonight and play their best brand of football in this rivalry. Now, one thing that we're going to have to figure out is Coach Russell Norton is not on the sidelines for Pleasant. He hasn't been for a couple weeks. Some speculation going on over there. And Mark, you've got a little bit more to say.
We can't ignore the cloud hanging over this Pleasant club. Head coach Russell Norton remains suspended on paid leave from the school district. Again, we don't know what occurred. It'd be unfair to speculate without knowing all the facts and the context of the allegations. Truth may come to light next week, 10 years, maybe never. But for now, this Pleasant team needs to rally, block out the noise and the distractions, and stay focused. And adding to the adversity, you have a Pleasant squad that is battling injuries. This summer, they lost one of their leading players from a year ago, one of their top playmakers in senior Alec Columber, who suffered a serious knee injury. He is out for the season. And then yesterday, Brennan Ringer was hurt in practice, broke his foot. So the Spartans are going to be down 2 playmakers as they go into this battle tonight to try to take on the Vikings and get a win here in opening week of the MOAC.
Yeah, and if you're Pleasant over there, you have an interim head coach. You played a really good non-conference schedule. You lost by 7 points in week 2 to Hopewell Loudon, who is a top 10 team in the state in their division. And then, you've really played well, but you're without 4 or 2 of your best players. Ryan Conway's kind of been that guy this year, but it's been on the defensive side of things. And we'll quickly pull up the team spotlight for Pleasant while they play the River Valley alma mater.
Yeah, so for the Spartans under head coach Steve Ringer, as we said, 1-2 overall. First game tonight in the Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference, and this is a Spartan team that, just to put it bluntly, the Vikings have had their number the last 5 meetings. River Valley's won all 5, averaging over 53 points per game during that time.
Well, and it's kind of like you and I talk about every week when it comes to River Valley. They are known for explosive plays. They are known for bringing it all on the field, something we've seen in week 1 from them against Elgin and haven't really seen since. They're going to have to get back to that tonight. But while they finish up the alma mater for River Valley, let's go ahead and talk about our player spotlight for Pleasant. And it's going to be Ryan Conway, the running back linebacker who leads the team in tackles.
Yeah, he's going to have to carry the workload on offense. He's more of a short yardage back, grinded out kind of guy, but he's also a guy that's, caught some passes. He's going to need to make some plays tonight for this Spartan offense.
As we'll go ahead and pull you guys back to game screen as we get ready for the playing of the national anthem by the River Valley Marching Band.
I think it's fair to say that this has been a difficult few weeks for our country, with the acts of violence across our nation and memories of September 11, 2001 attacks on the World Trade Center 24 years ago yesterday. It's really hit a lot of people hard across our great land. Amongst children, teens, and adults alike, there are so many emotions: grief, anger, confusion, and fear. Tonight, Pleasant River Valley, we are rivals second. We are a community, a family first. I'd like to invite us to join together for a minute as a united community and share a moment of silence for those directly affected by this week's events and everyone nationwide dealing with the fallout, including ourselves. We live in a country with freedoms like no other. Would you please stand if you are able, remove your hats, and face the flag at the southeast corner of the stadium as our band plays the national anthem, and feel free to sing along the Star-Spangled Banner.
Great job there by the River Valley Marching Band. A season ago, the Spartans hosted the Vikings, and River Valley came out and just absolutely rolled in a 35-0 win. We mentioned Ryan Conway, a couple other big players tonight that you'll want to look out for. Weston Schaefer and Abram Norton. They're going to split quarterback duties. When they're not under center, they're going to be out, as either a tailback or in the slot or doing something. Those two guys are going to get their hands on the ball a lot tonight, so it's going to kind of be a three-headed monster here for Pleasant.
Yeah, it's going to be a three-headed monster, and we're going to go ahead and flip the script, and we're going to talk about the Vikings of River Valley, led by head coach Matt Waddle. Again, he's back with the Vikings. We seen him last week. They're 1-2. They're looking to end that two-game losing skid and to start the MOAC off on a good note. We talked about it last week, Mark. The first couple weeks for them isn't brutal. You get Pleasant, you get Harding, but then when you get in Highland, and then you get into the back end of that schedule when you get Shelby, Ontario, Clear Fork, Galleon, you got to start MOAC playoff right if you're going to have a chance to compete come week 7 through 10.
Well, and for the Vikings, it's just a matter of trying to get a win tonight, get yourself to 1-0 in the MOAC, get yourself back to 500 for the season. They come in averaging 21.3 points per game, allowing 24.3 points per game. They are led by Chase Smith on the quarterback side of things. He's going to kind of throw it all over the place, and most of the times, or a lot of those times, those targets are intended for number 3, Eli Snyder.
Yeah, not only is he great in the receiving department, but how about last week against a very talented Buckeye Valley team? We've seen him come across the line of scrimmage and make numerous tackles in the backfield. He's got 37 tackles on the season to go along with 16 receptions for 207 yards, and had a play last week, I don't know if you remember it, but we called what might be the catch of the year over the middle of the field.
That's a play that's hard to forget. He went up over multiple defenders, caught that while leaning backwards. Yes, Eli comes in 16 receptions, 207 yards, 12.9 yards per catch with a touchdown. Second in the MOAC in receptions, second in receiving yards. He's third in MOAC punt return average at 16 a game. He is just a do-it-all guy for the Vikings. This Viking offense will take the field first as Pleasant won the coin toss and deferred. Viking offense taking the field here in a few minutes with about 72 yards per game average on the rush, only about 3.2 yards per carry with 1 touchdown. They have gotten it done through the air, though. 682 yards passing. Quarterbacks combined for 47 of 89 for 52.8%. 8 touchdowns, but also 8 interceptions.
Yeah, and we've seen that over the last 2 weeks. Again, we was there for their opening week game against Elgin. We've seen Chase Smith have a dominant performance in week 1, and then he come out against Madison. He struggled a little bit. And then he come out against Buckeye Valley last week, and he struggled a little bit again. And I think the big thing for Chase tonight is going to be, I will say this, even against Buckeye Valley last week, Mark, he wasn't really pressured. They were just mistake throws. So he's really got to correct those mistakes, not feed into the zone that these teams are playing against him, and find that open man.
Well, for the Viking offense, you kind of catch a break, to be honest, with the injury to Bren Ringer. He was a guy who had 34 tackles on the year for the Spartans, including 6 tackles for loss and a sack. So losing him yesterday in practice is going to play a huge role in trying to get pressure on the Viking quarterbacks here tonight.
All right, Mark, we got 75 seconds left till kickoff. So how about we go ahead and throw it over to you, and I'll let you talk about what you think it's going to take for both of these teams to win here tonight. First with Pleasant.
Well, when looking at keys to victory in this rivalry matchup between River Valley and Pleasant, I think the first thing the Spartans have to do is limit the big play. River Valley has proven time and time again over the past 5 years and in the first 3 games this season that they are looking to strike quickly and hit the big play. And then for the Spartans on the other side, part of limiting that big play is earning and winning time of possession. Can you control the football and the time of possession to keep the ball away from that scary River Valley offense?
And that's going to be huge. It's something we've seen happen the last 2 weeks when they played Madison here at home and when they played Buckeye Valley here at home last week. Both of those teams were able to limit the big play. But let's talk about those home Vikings, Mark.
Well, for the Vikings, coming in at 1-2, we saw them have success in the fourth quarter last week running the football against Buckeye Valley. Turnovers have been a problem all season. 1 fumble, they've thrown 8 interceptions. They're at -7 in the turnover ratio. River Valley has to win the turnover battle tonight, and one way to do that is to utilize that running game. And as we said on the other key there, just no turnovers, take care of the football, and see how things go. We are getting ready to kick it off here from River Valley. As we said, it's a gorgeous Friday night here in Caledonia. Vikings will receive, going from north to south here in quarter number 1.
Back to receive for River Valley, Eli Snyder.
Kicking off for the Spartans, Chase Van Oosten. Van Oosten is 3 of 4 on his extra points, 1 of 3 on his field goals. Also handles the kickoff duties.
Lang and Snyder back deep.
Snyder takes it 15-20 and out to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Vikings will take over.
And here comes that high-powered offense, Mark, that we keep talking about, led by Chase Smith. It's going to be really interesting to see what they've kind of drawn up. Again, we've seen them get the run game going last week.
Well, and injuries also maybe playing a little bit of a role here for how River Valley attacks it. We talked about the rushing game, but Nolan Bailey, the freshman running back who's been so good for River Valley, dislocated his knee last week. He's got a big brace on it. Not sure how much he's going to be able to go tonight. First pass right away goes out to Riley Hummel, and Hummel's going to get a nice gain on first down.
Riley Hummel results in a first down, Vikings.
So River Valley will get the first down. Well, they're going to say 2nd and 1. Vikings again, 5 wide. Smith drops, looks, leaves the pocket, lofts it up, and
He was
Snyder
out of bounds, but man, Eli Snyder almost made another grab there, Mark.
Yeah, Eli went up, realized he couldn't get to it, tipped it, but was out of bounds. So 3rd and short here for River Valley.
Flag on the play.
And there's a late flag on the play. We missed it.
We're going to see what it is. I mean, in that area with the situation, you could see a hold. You could see a late hit on the quarterback.
And
it is going to be, looks like, ineligible man downfield. That'll be a 5-yarder, so it'll go to 3rd and 6.
Well, it'll be, yeah, with the penalty, it'll be 2nd. So 2nd and 6 for the Vikings. $11:35 to go here as we just got underway from River Valley. Opening week of MOAC, and it is a rivalry week between these two squads from Marion County. And Vikings get the penalty right back. We saw it last week. The hard count works.
Yeah, something that we've come to realize Chase Smith is very good at is that hard count. But here's the thing, and we talked about it last week, these teams listen to that clap, and they don't watch the ball.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
So now Vikings will be looking at 2nd and 1. Handoff, Wyrick. Gets the first down and more, out to the 40. Gets to about the 44-yard line. And gain of 9 there for Wyrick.
How about an Ohio State University Marion first down? Is there our first down sponsor tonight on our first Federal Bank scoreboard?
As we said, these teams both come in at 1-2. River Valley won in opening week against Elgin. Last 2 weeks have suffered losses to Madison and Buckeye Valley.
We're going to have a hold right here on the outside.
Yeah.
Eli Snyder with the reception.
You see it on the old 30
There's a hold against
Eli Snyder with the reception.
So some early penalties here at River Valley. Second penalty on the Vikings here in just 41 seconds.
A 10-yard penalty from the spot with a foul. Replay first down.
Vikings, as we said, 1-2. Spartans come in also at 1-2. Week 1 win over North Union before losses to Hopewell Loudon and Whitehall Yearling. Spartans trying to also break that 2-game winning streak. Be a big win tonight here against the Vikings. Smith drops, looks, everybody's covered, and throws it for Myers, and it's broken up and knocked away by Keegan Fogel.
Bring up second and long for the Vikings, and really Pleasant doing a great job of, like you said, preventing that big play. But they're also getting enough pressure on Chase to kind of make him be a little more mobile, something we haven't quite seen yet out of Chase Smith yet this year.
So,
yep, that's going to be a false start on Wyrick.
Vikings just shooting themselves in the foot here early in this matchup against the Spartans. So it's going to be 2nd and 25 for River Valley. Ball on their own 30. Smith gets the play. Handoff. Wyrick, left side, has a hole but quickly closes. Brought down by Ryan
Conway makes a play. We talked about him having to make big plays, and he stepped in because I tell you what, Mark, if Conway doesn't make that tackle, Wyrick might still be running.
Yeah, Viking offensive line opened up a hole. Looked like Wyrick was going to get through it, but Conway makes the tackle. And Vikings looking at 3rd and long.
3rd and 23. Looks like they're going to keep a safety deep out here on the slot.
Yeah, Spartans willing to give up the 10 or 15-yard throw. Instead, the Vikings going for it all, and they've got Krebs, and he can't hold on to it. Logan Krebs got behind the defense. Looked like he had the catch. Ball was knocked out at the last second. Cole Bailey knocks it away, and the Vikings are going to have to punt.
How about the throw there from Chase Smith? He had Krebs down the sideline. Now here's the question that I'll pose. Krebs unable to hold on to it. A little, maybe a half-yard underthrown made him have to turn back for that ball. But if it touches your fingers, you're supposed to hold on to it.
So the Vikings end up moving the ball about 7 yards on that possession. Punt is away by Severns. Fair catch is made, and Pleasant will take over on their own 34-yard line.
Now we're going to see this Pleasant offense who has struggled this year, Mark, only averaging 10 points per game, allowing 21 points per game. They rely on the ground and pound. They're going to run it down your throat, and that's going to be interesting because we've seen last week the run defense is kind of River Valley's kryptonite.
Yep, the Spartans come in averaging over 124 yards per game on the ground, 95 yards per game on the air. So they definitely are a team that's going to run the ball to set up the pass.
As we're going to have an official conversation here.
Yeah, it looks like we have an official that's kind of bent over. I'm not sure if just the heat or what's going on. But with that, we're going to step away. We'll be right back after this quick timeout from River Valley here in the first quarter. It's River Valley 0, Pleasant 0.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yeah! Yes!
Welcome back to River Valley High School. You're watching Friday Night Football live and free on the OH Report. Mark Bollinger along with Josh Banks. River Valley and Pleasant scoreless here with 9:52 to go in quarter number 1. Spartans get the football for the first time. I formation, handoff to Conway, and he'll grind his way ahead for 3.
Yeah, he's going to lower the shoulder. They're going to go strong I formation, just hand it up the middle and let Ryan Conway go to work.
Look for a lot of Ryan Conway running the football tonight, as we talked about in the pregame. You would think that the Spartans are going to try to shorten this game and just grind it out on the ground. Weston Schaefer starts at the quarterback spot for the Spartans. Handoff up the middle, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and a good push there at the end. Brody Ringer, the sophomore, with the carry. A lot of family out there tonight for the Spartans. We said Coach Ringer has stepped in on an interim basis as the head coach. He was on staff. He's the principal over at Pleasant. His oldest son, Brennan, a senior, injured yesterday in practice, broke his foot. Best wishes to him for recovery. And then Brody, sophomore, with that carry. Schaefer throws, caught, and dropped.
The big hit from Eli Snyder. We talked about him on offense, but here he is making a big play on defense. Steps up, lays the boom to the receiver and breaks it up. And now River Valley going to force a Pleasant punt.
Well, nice throw there by Weston Schaefer. He had Cole Bailey for the first down, but again, just couldn't hold on to it.
Well, and real quick, I just looked at Pleasant's roster. 8 seniors is all this group has on it.
Well, and 2 of them are out
and 2
injured.
of them are hurt.
Yes. Punt is away. Looks like it's going to take a Spartan roll, and it does.
Looks like it'll be about the 22-yard line is where they'll mark it out. Both teams kind of do a good job on the punt of flipping the field, but now here comes that Viking offense again, Mark, and they had the big play in the last drive. They have the speed. They have the athletes. They have to make the plays.
Good crowd here tonight at River Valley, as always.
I was going to say, when isn't a good crowd at River Valley?
Early in the season, things are going okay. Rivalry game, absolutely. Special night tonight. The youth cheerleaders are here tonight. A lot more parents, grandparents coming out for that. They're down in the end zone this evening on the north end. And the snap goes right by.
Chase is unable to fall on it.
And Pleasant's going to get it. So the snap went past Smith. He wasn't ready for it. He tried to get on it, missed it, and Pleasant's going to get the first turnover of the night and be at the River Valley 4-yard line, and the turnover bug bites the Vikings again.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks has been interception after interception. Tonight it's a bad snap from Chase to Chase, and it's going to lead to, I think, what we expect to be a Ryan Conway touchdown. Whether it's 1 carry or 4 carries, 25 is going to get them all.
The 9th turnover on the year for River Valley. They're now -8 in the turnover department. And you're just not going to win ball games when you have that kind of turnover ratio.
No, you're not. You're going to struggle to win all season long.
And it looks like they're going direct snap to Conway. And it is. Vikings get in the background. He makes one person miss. Second defender comes in to make the tackle.
Yeah, that's big number 44, J.J. Walton. How about the stop that this would be for this Viking defense if they can hold Pleasant to out of the end zone? I won't say a field goal because this is high school football. I expect this to be 4-down territory. But if you can hold them out of the end zone and get the ball back.
And I talked about this at college games and stuff like that. I still don't understand on short yard situations why teams don't go under center more. Shotgun Conway. He's going to bull his way in, and Pleasant draws first blood. Ryan Conway, 2-yard touchdown run. And off the turnover, Pleasant goes 4
We're going to have
yards.
a holding. There's a flag. We're going to have a hold on Pleasant, though. So this one's going to be coming back.
And yes, there is. I couldn't even see the flag out there.
I didn't see it either. Our PA announcer over on the other side said flag on the play. I looked down. I seen it. And that is a massive penalty for the Spartans.
Second penalty on the Spartans, and just when we think they take the lead, penalty brings it back. So it's going to be marked on the 12. So 2nd and goal, Spartans from the 12. Weston Schaefer, sophomore quarterback for the Spartans, gets the call, brings it to the huddle. Schaefer's going to split out, though, and again, it's going to be direct snap to Conway. Conway rolls, makes one man miss, tries to run over another, and he's inside the 5.
But a big play there by the River Valley defense as they're going to step up. They make a tackle. He makes one guy miss. I think you and I both expect Conway to be probably the hardest guy on the field to bring down.
Yeah, he's a big guy for sure, just a junior, but he is solid, and he runs with a hard running style. So 3rd and goal from the 3. Will the Spartans get it in this time, or will they have to go on 4th down? High snap, Conway takes it, met, works, fights, and in.
No flag this time.
No flag this time, and Conway converts. So again, Pleasant goes 4 yards off the River Valley turnover, and Pleasant takes a 6-0 lead with 6:50 to go here in quarter number 1.
And that's all based on that turnover by the Vikings that led to a 4-yard drive. I mean, you had the penalty in there that made it a little bit longer, but you can't expect to be able to compete and win games with those types of turnovers.
Chase Van Oosten on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick up, and it is good. And another flag on the play. The laundry is flying like crazy tonight here in the first half of the first quarter.
Well, I mean, we've seen that last week as well. I want to say we were well over 20 penalties in half number 1.
We were almost to 30 penalties last week between Buckeye Valley and River Valley.
We'll see what this one's going to be. Officials are going to come together again, talk it out.
They're still talking to Coach Ringer on the Pleasant sidelines.
Did we have any illegal formation on Pleasant?
It may be a post-play foul. Maybe a dead ball penalty.
As they were talking to Coach Waddle as well on the River Valley sideline.
So extra point is good.
Personal foul on River Valley.
And I bet it's going to be offsetting.
Are we going to have 2?
So the extra point is good.
Yep.
Personal foul on River Valley. The 15 yards will be assessed at the kickoff.
So it will only be on a personal foul on the Vikings. The kickoff will now be from the 40.
Well, and this is where, with this,
roughing the kicker.
Do you onside kick it? Because the kickoff's going to be moved up then.
To the
40 to the 45-
yard line.
There's no reason, if you're Pleasant, not to try an onside kick here.
I mean, yeah, and was it last week? I seen last week at the Buckeye Central game I was doing, the team they played did not kick the ball deep until the 3rd quarter. It was onside kick after onside kick after onside kick.
Well, worst case scenario for the Spartans, if you kick it, the ball has to go 10 yards. So even if the Vikings just dive on it, you're probably going to be talking the 35-yard line. Or you try to pin them deep and give your defense some room.
You say kick coverage was pretty well on the last time, but you've got 2 dangerous athletes returning for the Vikings and Colton Lang and Eli Snyder. do you even want to give them a chance here? Kick it out of the back of the end zone if you're Van Houston?
Van Houston drills the extra point. Now he kicks off after the penalty from the Viking 45. Just a little chip shot, and it's going to hit and die right there at the 2, handled by Lang. He brings it out up the middle, and Colton Lang will bring it out. And the Vikings will start on the 18-yard line.
Tell you what, field position could have been a lot worse there, as I think Lang wanted to let that one bounce to the end zone, but it kind of had a backspin on it. It hit at the 2 and spun towards the opposite side of the field, so he had to go get it.
And now on this drive, we're going to see Nolan Bailey in the backfield.
The speedster freshman.
So little potential diversity here to the Viking attack. Smith looks and deflected away. Right there for the Spartans was Keenan Paraguay.
Well, and here's the thing on that play there, Mark. You seen it, and I'm sure I can run the replay for you as well. Chase Smith took that snap and stared down Logan Krebs from the moment he took it. He didn't make a read. He didn't look for anything. It was snap, look to that out route.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Snyder in motion, toss to Bailey. He has running room. Out of on the 20 and brought down there.
That was Nolan Bailey. You were correct, sir.
A gain of 4 for Bailey. His first touch of the night goes for 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Vikings looking to capitalize and move the chains. Smith drops, looks, leaves the pocket. His receiver. He starts to run. He's got the first down 30, and he slides and brought down right there. So Chase Smith is going to gain about 12 and get a first down for River Valley.
Very, very lucky there wasn't a flag for a late hit on Chase there as he went down, and they came in and hit him extremely late as he slid.
And that's something we haven't seen a lot of out of Chase Smith.
No.
We're used to Chase Ebert past couple of years leaving the pocket. Smith doesn't run as much. Nice job there. Handoff Bailey, and he's going to be brought down behind the line. Great pursuit there by the Spartans. Jackson Payne and Avery Hamper.
You can't play it any better if you're the Pleasant Spartans there. They tried to go with a little sweep play to Bailey on the outside. They got downhill. They attacked. One thing is you see a lot of these defenders attacking east and west and cutting off corners.
Well, so far early in the game, Pleasant's been winning on first down. And the Spartans just keeping Smith in the pocket. The sack is going to go to Brody Pendleton.
And Chase had time in the pocket there. He tried to step up, and he stepped right into the arms of Big Pendleton.
Spartans doing a real good job with their zone coverage, getting to receivers, just not letting guys run wide open. 3rd and 12. Smith looking deep. Throws across the middle. Snyder. And there he is, Mr. Reliable. Eli Snyder finds a gap in the defense. He goes up and gets it. Gain of 22. Viking first down.
When you can see the trust that Chase has in Eli as they're going to go quick here.
Smith gets outside the pocket, and there's a penalty flag for the hold.
Yep, it's going to be a hold on the outside. It's going to be on big number 74 for the Vikings, Carter Logan.
Left tackle. Smith trying to escape the pocket. Logan grabbed a hold of the defender.
Ref's mic not working. Kind of heard the technical difficulties with that when the game started. But again, I like that we're seeing Chase show that mobility tonight. You know, they're only rushing 3, Mark. They're bringing 3 guys on pressure. He's got plenty of time in the pocket. If nobody's open, step up, take 5, 6, 7 yards of play, and give yourself a chance on 2nd and 3rd down.
Again, Vikings behind the chains on first down, so 1st and 20. Vikings with their 5th penalty on the night. Smith looks, throws, caught, creeps, 45, and brought down on the 42-yard line. The Viking receivers starting to find some of the holes in that zone coverage.
Well, and that's a confident throw from Chase. He threw it right in between the zone coverage. Confidence in his guy to go make a play, and now they're on the Pleasant side of the football field with 4:14 to go.
Myers in motion.
Yep, that's going to be a false start. They didn't let Myers get reset before they had snapped it. Chase snapped it a half second too soon. The 4th or 5th penalty?
6th penalty on River Valley. 50 yards and penalties here for River Valley.
In the first quarter.
In the first 8 minutes of the first quarter. Vikings have got to clean up the penalties.
Well, we've seen it last week as well, as they had 10+ in their loss against Buckeye Valley.
2nd and 12, ball on the Pleasant 48. Smith looks, quick throw in the gap. Lang, first down, River Valley. Smith to Lang, gain of 17.
And one thing I think we've all noticed with Chase Smith is his ability to read the quick throw.
Looks over the top, going for Myers, jump ball, and almost intercepted. Great job there by Keegan Fogel coming off his receiver. He was covering Snyder, saw the ball in the air, left Snyder go towards Myers, knocked it down. Chase Smith, 4 of 8 here in the first quarter. Spreading the ball around. Snyder, Lang, Krebs, and Hummel all have catches for River Valley.
Something, again, we haven't seen much of this year. It's really been Carter Myers, Eli Snyder, the main guys, and we're seeing them really get it spread out tonight. In situations like this, though, his favorite target is number 1, Carter Myers.
Yes, if they go over the top and try to strike here from 31 yards out. Option, the quarterback is Collins, goes to Lang. Lang brought down after a gain of 2. So River Valley changes quarterbacks. They bring in Owen Collins, junior 6-foot quarterback. Ran a little option towards the Pleasant side. Well defended by Pleasant.
And here's the thing. Owen Collins really came in that 4th quarter last week and did very, very well. But teams are going to key on when he comes in the game. It's going to be an option look. It's going to be him keeping the ball.
Yep. He's more the runner. Smith rolls right. Nail it. Bailey blocking. Smith throws. Caught. And it's going to be Lang.
Colton Lang, have yourself a first quarter, young man. His 3rd catch. I want to say 2nd catch.
2 catches, 34 yards for Colton Lang. Seniors combining there for a nice gain. Smith quickly to Myers and brought down immediately. 2-yard gain there as Carter Myers gets in on the action.
Adam Scoden makes the tackle for Pleasant.
Vikings really spreading the ball around. 5 receivers have catches. 4 guys have rushing attempts as Wyrick checks back into the game along with Collins.
But again, here's the thing. Now you're in this look again. If you're Pleasant, hey, you load the box, stop the run.
And it looks like that's what they're going to do. Play some soft zone, load the box, handoff. Collins keeps it. And he stretches his way out and going to be just short of the first down. Gain of 8.
Great read there by Collins to keep that and get to the edge. But again, we've seen that last week. He does a really good job of reading those option plays, and most of the time he does make the correct read.
3rd and short.
Collins will stay in.
Ball inside the 5. Vikings trying to punch it in and get a first down. Collins Wyrick, and Wyrick's going to get another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for River Valley. They are knocking on the door here with 1:25 to go in the first quarter.
And this is a big drive for them offensively after you had the snap that led to the Pleasant points to drive down the field here, get inside the 3, and if they punch it in, would be massive for them.
Vikings bring in an extra offensive lineman going with the big lineup, and they are going to have to burn a timeout. So right now the Vikings brought in an extra offensive lineman. They were going I formation with 6'5", 260-pound Carter Logan as the fullback, and the tailback is 6'2", 260-pound J.J. Walton.
Now here's the thing, though. If you remember, week 1 we were at Elgin. They went to that exact same formation, and Carter Logan fumbled inside of the 5.
I think J.J. is going to get the ball here. But, in sports and football, we talk about bringing in the heavy package.
You can't bring in much more heavier package than that one.
This is as big as it gets around here in this kind of high school football. The Vikings look like they're just going to load up that offensive line in that backfield with the big fellas and try to punch it in here and tie this ball game up. 1:02 to go here in first quarter play at River Valley. It's Pleasant 7, River Valley 0. But River Valley has first and goal from the Pleasant 1 on a drive that started at their own 18-yard line. They stay with that heavy package. Smith, J.J. Walton, touchdown, J.J. Walton. Walton takes it in, and River Valley is down 7-6.
And again, that's a big drive for River Valley. You give up the points based off of a turnover, and now you drive all the way down the field, 80 yards, and punch it in before half.
82 yards here on the drive as the Vikings try to even it up. Soccer player / football kicker Cooper Mullins comes in and makes it. He's 7-7 on the season for extra points, and with that, we're tied up. From River Valley, it's River Valley 7, Pleasant 7. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
It is rivalry game night here in Marion County as the host Pleasant Spartans are battling the homestanding River Valley Vikings. River Valley goes 82 yards, capped off by a J.J. Walton 1-yard touchdown run to tie this game up at 7. I'm Mark Bollinger along with Josh Banks. Welcome to high school football on the OH Report. Pleasant fields it at the 10. East and west, he breaks a tackle, 15, cuts upfield, finds a gap, 20, 25, 30, 35, and flags are a-flying. And that has been the theme of the night.
I see 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. That's got to be in the place of a hold or a block in the back.
Nice return there by Jackson Payne, but I'm going to guess this is going to come back. If you're just tuning in, it's been a flag-filled first quarter. River Valley with 6 penalties. This will be the 3rd penalty on the Spartans, and it is a hold on the return for Pleasant. So the hold occurred around the 30-yard line, so Pleasant will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Some other scores in the area. Colonel Crawford 3-0 over Mohawk in quarter number 2. Clear Fork leads Ontario 7-3 also in quarter number 2, but the surprise, MOAC surprise right now, Mark. The Guyan Tigers 14, the Shelby Whippets 6 just before the half.
Both those teams undefeated at 3-0. And here comes the Pleasant run game. Schaefer hands it off to Conway. He'll gain 1.
Clock's still running. Pleasant, I think, going to be okay with, you're going to have to run one more play if you're the Spartans. The play clock's at 25. It's about a second difference between game clock, play clock.
Spartans just their 8th play from scrimmage here in the first quarter. Quick toss, Conway. Here comes the Vikings converging, and Lang is there to help bring down Conway along with Ellis McFarland. Gain of 4, and that will bring us to the end of quarter number 1. From River Valley, it's River Valley 7, Pleasant 7. You're watching high school football on the OH Report.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
Welcome back to River Valley High School. Quarter number 2 getting ready to get underway. River Valley and Pleasant tied at 7 each. Vikings dominated the first half. It was the turnover that hurt them. They outgained the Spartans 116-22. Quick pass out to Conway, and he's going to be brought down short of the first down.
It'll be 4th and about 3, it looks like. 4th and 2. Now, this is a big 4th down mark for the Spartans and Coach Ringer. What do? Do you punt it away, trust your defense, and allow this River Valley offense, who just went 80 yards on their last drive, to have the ball back? Or do you line up and punt, snap it to one of the big fellas, and let him go get you 2 yards?
Well, they're bringing the punt team out. Eli Snyder back at his own 30-yard line.
Low snap. He put a knee down. It'll be River Valley football on the 12.
So it's basically going to be a turnover. They field the punt with the knee down, and that mistake is going to give River Valley the football on the 12-yard line.
You know, we kind of seen it earlier with the play when River Valley had the bad snap. Pleasant takes over on the 4. That's a low snap for the punter to handle. He's unable to handle it, and now it's going to be a huge play for the Vikings as you see Owen Collins still in there at quarterback.
Collins in there, Snyder to his left, Wyrick to his right, 3 wide receivers. Handoff, Wyrick breaks a tackle, 10, 5, goes for the pylon, and they're going to mark him out of bounds just short. Gain of 11 by Noah Wyrick. But it will be enough for a first down. So River Valley in business. 1st and goal from the 1 as the Vikings try to capitalize on the Spartan mistake and punch it in and take the lead. Same formation, Collins. Split Snyder and Wyrick. Wyrick goes in motion. Handoff, Collins brought down. Great play there by the Spartan defense. Number 32, Adam Scowden. Scowden shot the gap. Brought Collins down for a loss of 2. 2nd and goal, Spartans from the 3. Smith back in, quarterback, Walton behind him. The big 260-pounder gets it. He bowls straight ahead and just moves the pile, and the short yardage package works again. J.J. Walton from 3 yards out, and River Valley gets their first lead of the night.
On a bad snap on special teams.
Yeah. So J.J. Walton, 2 carries for 4 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mullins in for the point after attempt. Snap down, kick is deflected, and it still finds its way in. So Vikings catch a break there, and with that, River Valley extends their lead to 14-7.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
Two consecutive drives result in touchdowns as River Valley has regained the lead. Vikings ahead 14-7 here in the second quarter at River Valley High School. Mark Bollinger and Josh Banks here with you tonight. We're bringing you all the action. Special thanks to all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this to you live and free. Viking kickoff goes out of bounds. Spartan offense came into this game averaging just 10 points per game. A little over 220 yards per game of offense is what they have put up through 3 games. And it has been a struggle tonight for the Spartans to get going against this Viking defense.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for the offense to get going, but when you lose the players that they've lost this year and one of their best playmakers, Collinger, and then you lose a lineman, you lose players that matter and players that would really boost your offense. It makes it hard to run the offense that you want to run.
Yeah, Collinger was a huge loss. We saw him a little bit last year. He was a playmaker out in space, brought some speed and toughness, and his injury over the summer was pretty devastating. Oh, big play there by the Vikings.
Blake Miley met him in the backfield.
Miley there in a hurry, loss of 3, and the Vikings are just teeing off on this Spartan rushing attack.
Well, and again, it's a numbers game. You can look at the sidelines. River Valley's got almost a 2-to-1 advantage player-wise to the Spartans. The Spartans, again, we talked about it, have numerous very important injuries that are kind of slowing them down, and, MOAC plays now here, and it doesn't get any easier.
And timeout Pleasant. We talked a little bit in the pregame about some of the stuff going on at Pleasant with the suspension of Coach Norton. What we are also seeing out there is that Weston Schaefer has taken all the snaps at quarterback, and we have not seen Abram Norton at all tonight, the sophomore who usually splits time at quarterback for the Spartans, has not been on the field. Norton was coming into tonight with 27 rushes for 102 yards and a touchdown. He was also 8 of 16 for 111 yards and an interception through the air, but as we said, we have not seen him yet tonight. So another offensive weapon not on the field for Pleasant. Spartan offense takes the field, looking to get something going here in quarter number 2. Facing second and long, Weston Schaefer, sophomore quarterback. Conway will be behind him. The Spartans look to drive and tie this ball game up. Schaefer fakes, throws, hit immediately, and flags are down.
We're going to have a hold, and that's Eli Snyder with a big hit again.
Yeah, even if the catch was made there, Eli was all over that. Laid the hammer on Brody Ringer. I would think the Vikings would decline this penalty.
Yes, you absolutely decline the hold. And how about, you know, we talk about Eli Snyder on offense, Mark, but I think his difference maker is the defensive side of things where he makes the read so well. And boy, does he hit hard when he comes full speed at you.
So the Vikings decline the penalty. It's 3rd and 13 for this Pleasant offense that has struggled throughout the first half. Schaefer looks. Now he scrambles. He has room. He runs away from Wyrick. He's got an angle. He's got the first down. He's got a block. Weston Schaefer, he's going to try to take it to the house. He cuts it back, and he's going to be brought down just inside the 5. Weston Schaefer with the big play when the Spartans needed it on 3rd and long.
Yeah, he got around the outside. He had a block on the edge. Poor angles defensively by the Vikings, and it allows Schaefer to go for way too many yards on a 3rd and long.
Schaefer brought down by Colton Lang at the 3-yard line. 65-yard run for Weston Schaefer on 3rd and 13. Direct snap, Conway met, dives forward, touchdown. And just like that, the Spartans respond. Conway with his second 3-yard touchdown run of the night.
All set up by a 65-yarder by Weston Schaefer on 3rd and 13. One play away from getting the ball back with the potential to go up 2 scores, and you allow that to happen.
Yeah, Schaefer's run was only the second first down of the half for Pleasant. But what a big play, and the sophomore Schaefer showing off the speed. He got to the edge, and he was gone.
Colton Lang made a touchdown-saving tackle, but it did not matter.
Kick up and good, so Van Houston answers with the PAT of his own. With 8:45 to go here in the first half, it's River Valley 14, Pleasant 14. Friday Night Football on the OH Report.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
Marion County madness taking place here at River Valley High School. Rivalry game between the Spartans of Pleasant and River Valley, currently tied at 14 after Weston Schaefer's 65-yard run is capped off with a 3-yard touchdown run by Conway. Ryan takes it in, and we are tied here at River Valley. Both teams looking to break a 2-game losing streak and start out 1-0 in the MOAC. Kick fielded by Lang at the 8 to the middle. Has a hole, 30, 35, and Colton Lang with the return. Going to set the Vikings up with good field position. They will mark the ball at the 39-yard line where the Vikings will take over.
A big drive here for the Vikings.
Smith in at quarterback. Vikings go 4 wide receivers. Handoff left side. Bailey for a gain of 4. Bailey 3 carries on the night, 7 yards. A little dinged up last week towards the end. Had a knee injury, but back out there tonight for River Valley. Smith looks right, throws over the top, and it's going to be caught by Lang. Looked like the defensive back at first thought that ball was going to Myers.
And again, we keep saying it, have yourself a night, Colton Lang.
Gain of 26. 3 catches for Colton Lang on the night. Smith throws, Myers, first down, makes a move, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, house call! Carter Myers breaks 2 tackles, and River Valley scores in impressive fashion to regain the lead here in the second quarter.
Jukes one guy, breaks 2 tackles, and Carter Myers is one of those young men where once he gets an edge, you're not going to catch him. And how about the quick response there by the Vikings? 2 plays, 3 plays. A big play to Lang, and then the Myers touchdown.
So Pleasant ties it up, and River Valley takes 1 minute and 1 second to take the lead back. Cooper Mullins with the point after attempt, and River Valley back in front 21-14.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
High school football on the OH report, live tonight from River Valley. River Valley marches down the field in a hurry. 32-yard touchdown pass from Chase Smith to Carter Myers. The Vikings go up 21-14. Colton Lang, another big catch on that drive. Colton, 3 catches, 60 yards. Mullins boots it deep, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. So again, the kickoff out of bounds, and Pleasant's going to get good starting field position.
Couple more score updates for you. In KMAC action, Centerburg leads Northmore 22-8 with 5:40 left in quarter number 2.
That's a good Centerburg team. We saw them a couple weeks ago against Johnstown. And
that's a really good Johnstown Monroe team. They came in, but we could see Centerburg. They're very, very talented.
Absolutely. A lot of talent on that Centerburg squad, and you knew that they were going to cause some trouble for the KMAC squads. Schaefer hands Conway, looking for a hole, bounces off the pile. Squirts his way ahead, pickup of 6. Nice first down run by Ryan Conway.
Mohawk 7, Colonel Crawford 3. Hillsdale doing Hillsdale things. They're up 34-0. You almost feel bad for Hillsdale, Mark. They have a great run last year. They're 3-0 this year. Projected to get back to Canton and you get to look forward to Marion Local.
The Marion Local squad has just dominated teams. I don't even know what they're at on their winning streak. I've lost count.
I tell you what, they had a game last week. They were losing in the second half. They had to come back and win. But I want to say they're at 66 in a row.
So, yeah, just ridiculous. By far longest streak in the nation.
Yes. And about 40 games off of the longest streak ever, as De La Salle has that at well over 100.
Big third down here for the Spartans. 3rd and 1 on their own 44-yard line. Spartans continuing to just move the football on the ground, only 3 yards passing tonight. And Coach Ringer is going to take another timeout here, realizing the importance of this situation.
Big Walnut 16, Delaware Hayes 0. St. Paul 35, Plymouth 0. And folks, all these scores I'm giving you are other games that are right here live and free on the OH Report.
All current members of the U.S. Armed Forces and all military veterans, please stand to be recognized.
This River Valley defense has done a nice job for the most part against this Spartan offense.
Yeah, they've done a very good job of limiting the big play. You had the big run by Schaefer. Other than that, they haven't allowed a big play.
Yeah, Pleasant has rushed the ball 11 times, and other than that one big play of 65 yards by Schaefer, the most they've gained on a play is 7 yards.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a few yards here and there, but they have a big, big third down right here. Clock's at 6:11 to go here in the second quarter. Spartans won the toss and deferred, so they will get it coming out of the half as Schaefer hits the pile, rolls off it to the left, dives ahead. You know, we saw him a little bit last year in this River Valley Pleasant game where he came in as a freshman. Tough kid, competitive, good athlete. There, he hits the pile, rolls off of it, dives ahead, enough to move the chains.
Clear Fork 7, Ontario 3. That game just went to halftime.
First and 10, 47-yard line. Handoff, Conway breaks a tackle. Nice chunk play there, a little off, gain of 5. Conway doesn't get a lot of yards per carry, but tough runs, hits the hole, fights his way through.
And this Pleasant offensive line doing a really good job against, I'll tell you right now, looking at the field, a much larger River Valley front versus Pleasant. And they are doing a great job of making a hole and giving Conway somewhere to go.
Conway, 28 yards on 9 carries so far tonight. He gets it again. Again, hit, moves his way up to the Viking 45. Bring up 3rd and short again for Pleasant. Tackle there by Jackson Cloa. Big here for the Spartans, not just trying to score to tie it up, but also just to not give the ball back to River Valley here with over 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, with the way River Valley's offense is, you don't want them, if they don't have to touch the ball again before half, you do not want them to.
Yeah, Vikings are going to hit Conway immediately, and it's going to be a loss. Yeah, River Valley scored on their last 3 possessions. Handoff goes to Conway.
Jackson Caloa.
Looks like Coach Ringer wanted Schaefer to keep that. Harrison Bradley also in on the tackle. 4th and 5, and it's decision time here for Coach Ringer. They may
have to punt.
They may let this just run down as far as they can and then kick it away.
But remember, the last time the punt was the issue, is it was a low snap, and he ended up kneeing it at the 12.
Yep, resulted in a River Valley touchdown. Snyder back at the 5. Punt away. It's going to drop and roll. Bounces. Snyder picks it up at the 10. Cuts left. 20. Hits his own man and stopped there at the 24-yard line. So about a 14-yard return for Snyder, but River Valley has the ball with 3:19 to go. As we saw last possession, it only took them a minute last time to score. Can the Vikings put points on the board here in the last 3:19?
And they're slowly finding their rhythm on the offensive side of things, Mark. They're figuring out where they're comfortable. We know they want to air it out. We know they want to get it to Eli Snyder, Carter Myers, all these guys, Colton Lang, get them in space, but you got to figure out how to do that, and they have effectively done that their last 2 drives.
Chase Smith, 8 of 12 on the evening. He looks, fakes. Now he's going to pull it down, steps up in the pocket, makes one man miss. And he's going to just take a knee and fall down at the 30. Gain of 6 there for Chase.
Great awareness there by Chase. You got outside the pocket, you got as many yards as you could, and you didn't take a big hit. You got yourself down, and that's something I've noticed he's done every time he's taken off here this evening.
I'm sure Coach Brown on the basketball staff is more than okay with him taking that knee and not taking a big hit. Handoff there.
Looks like that was Wyrick. Nope, Bailey.
Bailey. Gain of 2. Conway in on the tackle. 3rd and almost 3 for the Vikings. 3 wide receivers set. Bailey beside Smith. Smith throws it out to Bailey on a little flare pass, and he's going to be hit. And where are they going to mark him down at? It's going to be close. Bailey tried to dive forward. And they're going to give the Vikings a first down.
Great awareness.
First down of the night for River Valley.
Great awareness there by Bailey to know where the line was, dove forward, extended, and got the first down.
Yeah, he needed almost 3, and he got just 3 yards. Clock running. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half at River Valley. Vikings clinging to a 7-point lead over Pleasant.
We're going to have a false start.
Ninth penalty of the first half on River Valley.
Penalty, first down. Calls false start on the Vikings.
False start, River Valley will back them up inside their own 30. 1st and 15, 1:59 to go in quarter number 2. Smith looking, still looking. He's going to run it. Now he stops, tries to cut it up, and he's going to be brought down. He's lucky. I thought the football was going to come out there, but it didn't. On the tackle was Chase Van Oosten. Gets the sack. Loss of about 3 on the play. Smith caught. Snyder almost gets the first down. 16-yard gain. Smith to Snyder. Eli's second catch of the night, 38 yards.
Big throw there from Chase. That's the hardest throw to make in the game of football. One hash to the other. He puts it on the money, and Eli does the rest.
3rd and 2, quick throw, caught. Colton Lang. He's been the favorite target of Chase Smith tonight. That's his 4th catch of the night, and another first down for River Valley.
It looks like we're going to get a River Valley timeout with 54 seconds left.
River Valley. Their second.
Chase Smith been really accurate tonight, 11 of 15 here in the first half. But most importantly, no turnovers, no interceptions thrown tonight.
The only turnover was the bad snap.
Yeah. A few weeks ago against Mansfield-Madison, the Vikings turned it over with 3 interceptions. They had 5 last week in the loss to Buckeye Valley. Tonight, they've done a better job of taking care of the football, just the 1 turnover here in the first half. But penalties, again, an issue.
Well, and I think the difference is, and it's one of those things where we've seen Chase more comfortable tonight getting outside of the pocket. He's not forcing that bad throw, forcing that ball downfield that can get intercepted.
Yeah, when the pocket collapses, he's not just putting it up for grabs. Harrison Bradley in for the Vikings as well, lines up as a tight end. He's going to slip across, and the throw goes right to him. And Bradley cuts it upfield, a gain of 15.
That was a play designed through and through, a little chip block, and then he peeled off over the middle.
And they're going to stop the clock. They mark the ball. River Valley's 12th first down of the night compared to just 3 for the Spartans. Bradley now will check out of the game. Bailey comes back in, so the Vikings bring in more speed. 5 wide receivers set. Clock is under 36 seconds. Smith looks, throws. Myers caught, and he gets out of bounds. Quick throw and catch. Stops the clock, 29.8 seconds to go. Vikings on the 34-yard line, trying to add on to a 7-point lead over their rival Spartans. Smith brought down. Gonna be a sack. It's the youngster, the sophomore Brody Ringer, that gets the sack.
And we're going to get a Coach Waddle timeout.
River Valley's final timeout of the night. 23.4 seconds to go here in the first half from River Valley. These two Marion County schools, River Valley and Pleasant, going at it on the gridiron. Both teams 1-2 on the season as they open up MOAC play. In other MOAC action tonight, Harding is playing Highland. Clear Fork and Ontario are battling it out, as are undefeated Shelby and Gallion. Third and 8. Ball resting on the Pleasant 36. Do the Vikings' quick strike attack have something here? Smith deep over the middle, intercepted. And Colton Lang is going to, oh, he didn't get the tackle. Return Conway, 50. And he's going to be brought down right there. So the pass intended for Lang, Conway picks it off, returns it about 37 yards. He is met and brought down at midfield to stop the Viking drive. 9.4 seconds to go. Second turnover of the night for River Valley, but with only 9 seconds to go, not sure if it's going to hurt them.
We haven't seen Pleasant air it out much here in half number 1,
well,
and you have to do it here.
They're going 5 wide. Schaefer drops, looks, he may scramble. Instead, he tucks it and is going to be brought down there. J.J. Walton. And that is how we end the first half of play from River Valley High School. It's River Valley 21, Pleasant 14. We'll be back with the halftime band show right after these messages.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
OH.REPORT brings you local high school sports coverage like nobody else. In football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball, soccer, wrestling, track and field. If it's happening in our area, we're streaming it.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top-quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right.
Marching band fans, get on your feet. The Pleasant High School Marching Band is ready to light up the field with one of the biggest anthems of the 2000s, Viva La Vida. With driving rhythms and powerful melodies, this song is guaranteed to get the energy pumping. Let's hear it for the Pleasant Marching Band performing Viva La Vida. The field with a classic hit from ZZ Top. With a groove that never quits, this tune has been firing up crowds for decades. So put your hands together and make some noise. Here comes Sharp Dressed Man. Plays tribute to the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne. From the legendary Black Sabbath, here's one of the most iconic riffs in rock history. Get your air guitars out and feel the power. This is Iron Man.
Back to your own ass and stand here.
the River Valley Marching Band good luck in the rest of your season. Go Spartans!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen! On behalf of River Valley Local Schools, we present to you a new thing, a mix of the high school and middle school marching band! Under the direction of Joshua Depp, drumline instructor Alex Conway, color guard instructor Candy Gunn, and field director of Camden Bradley. We would like to welcome our 7th and 8th grade band members to the field by marching our iconic Script RV. Mixed band of middle school and high schoolers will now play Panic at the Disco's one of their greatest hits, I Hopes. finish up our night, our band will play for you Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Let's give it up one more time for the mix of middle school and high school marching band. Let's go Vikings!
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
OH.REPORT brings you local high school sports coverage like nobody else. In football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball, soccer, wrestling, track and field. If it's happening in our area, we're streaming it.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right, the first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
River Valley High School for tonight's action. MOAC opener, the host Vikings leading 21-14. Thank you to all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you this game live and free. Dominating first half performance by River Valley, although they only lead by 7 on the scoreboard. The stat line tells the dominance of River Valley.
12 first downs to 3, 183 yards in the air, 52 yards rushing, 99 for Pleasant. The only stat they are winning in, other than, Mark, the one that we said was going to be very important, the turnover battle. The Vikings have 2. Pleasant has yet to commit one. And how about 9 penalties for 75 yards in the first half? If you're Coach Waddle, that had to be the halftime speech.
Yeah, and a couple things jump out at you. You know, for River Valley, just a really good job of distributing the football around in that passing game. 183 yards throwing for Chase Smith, 13 of 18, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But, you know, River Valley just throwing it, like we said, all over. Colton Lang led the Vikings the first half, 4 receptions for 66 yards. But for River Valley, 7 different guys caught the football in that first half. River Valley scoring drives, 1-yard J.J. Walton touchdown, 3-yard J.J. Walton touchdown, 32-yard pass from Smith to Myers. And then on the other side, Pleasant's 2 touchdowns, a pair of 3-yard touchdown runs by Ryan Conway for the Spartans. And you know what? You got to give the Spartans a lot of credit here. You know, we talked a little bit about some of the adversity they're facing coming in. The adversity with the injuries. Collenberg getting hurt over the summer. Brennan Ringer, your another senior captain, goes down yesterday with a broken foot in practice. You know, they're dinged up, but they are continuing to battle. But you know it's got to be tough. You said at the beginning, this Pleasant squad has 8 seniors. They bring their captains out on the field for the pregame toss. There's 4 captains. 2 of them are injured and can't play. That hurts a team for a school the size of Pleasant.
Yeah, that hurts your team, but it just shows the resiliency that these young men have. Now we got about 45 seconds yet before second half tip. I'm going to go ahead and shout out all of our sponsors real quick. Coldwell Banker, looking to buy or sell real estate? Call Krista.Smith with Coldwell Banker Integrity Home Team. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little easier. Old 30 Barbecue in Bucyrus, stop in today for low and slow smoked meat, including ribs, brisket, and pulled pork, and pair with our amazing homemade sides. Baker's Pizza, the place to go after every local game, or to watch your favorite team in action. Come join us today and check out our Pizza of the Month, Baked Potato Pizza. The Ohio State University Marion, enhancing student development by supporting meaningful experiences inside and outside the classroom to build a more spirited, vibrant future. And American Homestead Exteriors. Our commitment to excellence is reflected in our strong and reliable exterior solutions. Call us today for your roofing and siding needs. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. And finally, Marion County Now. We're all about you. And like our friends at the OH Report, we're free to readers. Thank you to all of those sponsors that are the reason that we're able to bring you these games live and free here on the OH Report.
So, yes, again, special thanks to all of our sponsors, and also big thanks to the River Valley Athletic Boosters for providing us with food and drink every week. We do appreciate how you treat us. here. And again, just a big thank you to you. So 21-14, Vikings lead at half. And here come the Spartans kickoff return down the sideline. Great return before being knocked out of bounds by Jackson Payne. But again, the penalty flag is going to bring back a big play for the Spartans. And that one hurts. Payne returned it out to almost the 50-yard line.
Mark, that's the second big return that Payne has had tonight that's been called back for a penalty. It'll be a hold.
10-yard penalty for the Spartans. They get a good return. Looked like they're going to be in great starting field position. Instead, ball marked on their own 20-yard line. Spartans 80 yards away from the tying touchdown here as we get started. The second half of week number 1 in MOAC football action. Handoff goes to Conway. Again, up the middle. Conway gain of 4. First half, Conway 28 yards on the ground.
Again, though, Mark, you mentioned it, not a big play threat, Conway. He's got 28 yards on 10-plus carries, I would think.
11 carries. 11 carries for 28 yards. And that's, a little bit higher than his average. He came into the game tonight having carried it 32 times for 63 yards, just about 2 yards per carry. He does the work. Schaefer does some of the rest of the work.
Ooh, we're going to go a bunch of 4 on the near side here.
Quarterback draw. Schaefer keeps and met immediately there.
Hey, guess who had the big hit, Mark?
Carter Logan.
Eli Snyder lit him up as he tried to cut that back inside, as you're going to see on our old 30 barbecue replay. Just a big hit. Carter Logan came in, wrapped him up, and Eli Snyder finished the job.
Schaefer gains 3.
3rd and 3, a massive third down here for Pleasant out the gate, Mark.
Spartans looking to convert just 3 first downs in the first half for Pleasant. Early opportunity to get one. Conway, motion, quarterback sneak. Schaefer up the middle, and he almost broke another big one. Nice gain there by Schaefer. Gain of 9.
Tell you what, the young man Schaefer doing a great job of finding the right read. That was a quarterback draw all the way. They motioned Conway out, a little fake pass to him. Schaefer kept it up the middle. But here's the thing, if they can get some athletes going around Schaefer with his ability to move the pocket, this could be a very talented team in the next coming years.
Schaefer 81 yards on the ground so far tonight on just 6 carries. Spartans move the chains. Same look. Quarterback sneak, and this time not going to go anywhere. Brought down right away by Blake Miley.
Blake Miley made a couple of big plays for this defense here tonight, and that time he makes an even bigger one. They seen the same action. Conway in the backfield, motioned him from right to left, and it was a keeper for Schaefer the whole way that time. The defensive front ate it up for the Vikings.
Fourth. This will be the 5th play of the drive for the Spartans. Keeping it on the ground. Throw, Conway, little bubble screen, cuts it wide.
Hold.
And another flag comes down, and now there's a flag late, and this could be a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct after the play against the Spartans.
Let's talk about how big Harrison Bradley almost had himself a pick on the edge there, though, Marcus. There's the hold on the outside. I don't see what the second flag's for, though, there, unless it was after the replay.
I think it's a personal foul. I think it's a personal foul after the play against Pleasant. The officials discuss it.
Because they'll take the more favorable penalty, correct? You have to hold the personal foul. Or
well,
will you
walk
off
play,
both?
It should. If it was after the play, dead ball.
And now you'll have the dead ball personal foul.
A chop block is what they're going to call. So it was during the play. So they decline the holding, but they take the chop block, illegal contact there for Pleasant. Two big penalties here early in the third quarter really hurt the Spartans. Great return by Jackson Payne, brought back due to a penalty. Now this chop block is going to take it back. Pleasant looking at a 2nd and 27 from the 19-yard line. They've only thrown for 3 yards on the night. So I'd be surprised if the Spartans don't air it out for just the 3rd time on the night. They do. Throw. And
they're
going to
say incomplete.
Looked like the Spartans were looking for a double pass. Throw went to Avery Harper, who was going to throw it deep. Ball skipped, incomplete. Spartans dialing up some trickery.
I mean, when you've only thrown the ball for 3 yards through 2 quarters and 4 minutes, you kind of have to.
And I don't think it's the fact that Schaefer can't throw it because he's thrown a nice ball the few attempts he's thrown. I think it's just, again, the mentality of we don't want to get in a shootout with this River Valley squad. Especially, it seems like Pleasant has a lot more guys playing both sides of the football than the Vikings.
Absolutely, and it's also, now you're 3rd and 27. What do you do here if you're Pleasant? Are you just going to hand it off to
Quarterback
Conway?
draw.
Option.
Conway tries to get wide. Breaks one tackle, runs into a slew of Vikings for being brought down well short of the first down.
There's Carter Logan again making the tackle. Conway tried to cut it back inside, and Carter Logan was waiting for him with a bear hug.
Good pursuit by the big fella.
Carter Logan, from the 3 games that we've done this year, Mark, he might be one of the best big guys when it comes to pursuing the line of scrimmage. He doesn't get too far upfield. He does a great job of east and west versus getting too far north and south.
Punt is away. Nice punt. Fair caught right there. That was Ellis McFarland back for the Vikings.
Yeah, Eli Snyder rushed up the middle there to go for a block. Now, hey, if you're the Vikings, listen, your defense just did their job, Mark. You got the stop you needed here in half number 2. You're up a score. Now your job is to go put another touchdown on the board and go up 2 scores and take a little bit of that pressure off here at home.
Well, in the first half, the Vikings punted on their first possession. Their second one, they fumbled, gave Pleasant the ball on the 4-yard line, and then they had 3 straight possessions where they scored. Vikings, a little trickery of their own.
Big set here. As that was almost a backwards pass.
The pass was going to Colton Lang. Deflected, almost a pick 6 or knocked away for a fumble.
Brody Ringer got a hand on that one on the edge.
Another sophomore with Ringer and Schaefer.
They're going to go same formation here.
Well, it's isolating Ellis McFarland and Eli Snyder a little bit on the other side. Quick throw over the middle. Caught. Riley Hummel brought down, but it's going to be enough for a first down.
How about Riley lined up in a little tight end almost position, just leaks over the middle, nobody there.
Well, it's a formation the Vikings haven't shown this year.
Yeah.
Until tonight. Pulling it out in a rivalry game here. No holds barred when these two squads get together. Not a lot of love lost between River Valley and Pleasant. Smith rolls, moving the pocket, throws, and just too high as Eli Snyder takes a big hit.
We got a flag that's going to come in late at the line of scrimmage.
Flag's not going to be on the hit.
It's going to be a hold on River Valley.
Flag thrown right at the 45-yard line at the line of scrimmage. So they'll march it back 10 yards on the
Carter
holding.
Logan again on the hold.
He's had some great moments tonight and some not so great moments.
I want to say his second holding call.
1st and 20. So the Vikings again behind the sticks on first down. We talked about that early in the game. Pleasant was doing a good job of winning first down, but then the Viking offense was just an onslaught on those 3 touchdowns.
Ellis McFarland isolated here on the near side to us, one-on-one coverage. He got a
Handoff
release.
and tackle by Chase Smith.
I tell you what, Mark.
Caught up there. Handoff to Wyrick. His feet tangled up with Smith.
That was one of those plays, and we're going to show it here on our Old 30 Barbecue replay. I don't know if that's a read for Chase, but Ellis McFarland beat that DB off the line and had about a 10-yard head start up the field.
I think that was run all the way. Snyder in motion. Smith surveys the defense, drops. Out route. Throw, caught. Ellis McFarland.
They're really attacking Ellis McFarland's guy here in the second half. That's a great throw from Chase Smith. A big throw from, again, hash mark to hash mark. But 3rd and 10 now for the Vikings.
So they get back the yards they lost on the penalty and on the run where Wyrick tripped. Vikings need 10. Quick wide receiver screen, bubble screen right to Snyder, and he is brought down right away. Nice play out there for the Spartans by Paraguay. Read it the whole way, and in space brought down an elusive Eli Snyder. Loss of 5. Pleasant defense gets it done.
Jackson Payne's been dangerous on returns here tonight.
Well, I think if you're Pleasant, though, the first thing you got to do is make sure that they punt it. They don't fake it here. Vikings kick it away. Severance punts it. Payne, fair caught. And Pleasant starts on the 32-yard line.
Defenses are dominant here in the second half so far. Both teams with 3 and outs. Neither team really moving the ball very successfully either. That we kind of seen River Valley really kind of turned it around at the end of the first half and got the offense rolling.
Well, we didn't get to talk about it a lot at halftime, but some other scores around the MOAC. Like I said, everybody opening up MOAC play tonight. Gallion and Shelby tied at 28 in the 3rd quarter. Clear Fork on top of Ontario 14-10. And also another surprise, Harding and Highland tied at 0. A lot of people thought Harding was going to handle that game pretty easy tonight.
There's a lot of big games in our small little North Central Ohio region in football this Friday night. I mean, you look at MOAC play, you've got Clear Fork, Ontario, you've got this Marion County rivalry, you've got Ontario, or you've got Shelby Gallion.
And we see the change up here. So now in the game at quarterback, making his first appearance is the sophomore, Abram Norton. Norton handed off to Conway that time. Nice gain of 6, but we talked about it at halftime. We had not yet seen Abram Norton. He was their second leading rusher coming into the game. 102 yards on the ground. Quick pitch. Dancing the way forward is it's Conway again. Now what we have seen from Pleasant this year is when Norton goes to the quarterback spot, instead of just taking Schaefer out of the game, a lot of times Schaefer will end up being a runner.
Yeah,
they'll either put him in the slot,
or go out wide.
Line him up wherever. Just use him as an athlete. It's a gain of 3 for Conway. 3rd down, 41-yard line. Norton under center. Conway behind him. And Norton fumbles it, and he took a knee to pick it up. And he'll be down right there.
Should be right at almost the original line of scrimmage.
Maybe lost a half a yard. So now it's going to be a quarterback sneak, 3rd and 1. Norton a little quick trying to get the yardage before he had the ball clean. And they're going to say it was a loss of 1, so it's going to be 4th and 2 and decision time for the Spartans. And it looks like Coach Ringer's going to go for it. 4th down, 2 yards to go, ball on their own 40. Spartans, quick snap, and he's not going to get it.
He's stuffed.
And there's a flag on the play, and now another one. So we're going to have a flag during the play, and then something occurred, maybe a post-play penalty, dead ball penalty. They'll sort it out. And from the reaction of the Spartans, this does not look good for Pleasant. Vikings get the stop, and I think the penalties are going to go against Pleasant. It should be River Valley football.
And it would be a huge stop for the Vikings to – because here's the thing. They'll still – well, do you decline the penalty or do you move them back and make them punt it?
You decline it and you take the ball in the 41-yard line. So illegal shift. And then face mask
on the Vikings.
Oh, it was on the Vikings.
Penalties were offset.
Okay, well,
we'll do it again.
Spartans catch a little break there. From the reaction, it looked like the second flag was also on River Valley. The Pleasant reaction from the players, it seemed like that was the case. So we're going to do it all again. That was all for naught. 4th and 2. We're approaching the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter.
They're going to tell them to move the ball up to the 40.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the ball was on the 39-yard line. It was in between the 40 and the 41-yard line, I thought. I guess on the far side, it looks like it's right at the 40 with the downs marker.
The line judge is going to tell them move it up. The referee, the head ref, is the one that spotted it.
If it's offsetting, I'm not sure how they're moving the football back a yard, but he's saying that's where it is.
So now you're looking at almost a third and like 2.5.
Almost. Well, now they're going to bring the punt team on now because with the mark of the football, it's almost a 4th and 3. So Pleasant changes their mind. They're going to punt this away. Ellis McFarland back. Snap. Up. McFarland lets it bounce, and it is going to roll. Well, McFarland got close to it there. It's going to roll dead inside the 10-yard line.
Great punt there by the Spartans.
And we're going to, excuse me, another change here for River Valley. So last possession they came out, went with some different formations with Chase Smith throwing the football. Now they're going to start this drive inside their 10 and look for it to be the run game. Owen Collins in at quarterback. Collins hands it off, big hole. Nice first down gain there for River Valley. Wyrick on the carry. Gain of 5 for Wyrick. Clock continues to roll. Third quarter play. Handoff, Collins keeps it. Hit, brought down.
Just short.
Tackle by Avery Harper. Excuse me, Hamper. Apologize to Avery for that. The senior Hamper on the tackle. Nice open field tackle. Gain of 4. Third down, handoff. Wyrick keeps it and met right away. He's going to lose about 3, and it's going to bring up 4th down for River Valley. So the Pleasant defense stands up strong after we saw them go for it on 4th down. Penalties offset it. They decide instead of going for it to punt it away. And playing the battle of field position seemingly worked for Pleasant.
As Payne now stands on hit in River Valley territory to field this punt.
Severance kicks it. It's a short one. It's going to get a good roll, and it's going to roll dead. But Pleasant will take over in River Valley territory, starting on the Vikings' 47-yard line. Pleasant trailing 21-14 with 1:56 to go here in quarter number 3.
And how about the defenses? We had a 35-point first half. The offense, well, the River Valley offense was rolling over 200 yards of total offense. And here in half number 2, they have yet to successfully move the ball they've got 1 first down in half number 2, I think.
Pleasant with 1 first down in the half. River Valley with 1 first down in the half. Now, I know there's a lot of time left, but I think if you're Pleasant with this starting field position, this is almost a must-score drive. Schaefer back in at quarterback. Handoff. Conway cuts it back. Hit by Snyder. Dropped. Conway with a gain of 5. Just churning out the tough yards. Not a home run hitter, but he just works his way up the field.
Doesn't go down on first contact, and even when he gets hit, those legs keep churning. As you just seen there on the hit by Eli Snyder, he's still able to get a yard even after Eli hit him.
Snyder met him, cleaned up the rest of it by Riley Hummel. Spartans keeping the ball on the ground. Schaefer, quick pitch to Conway. Good job by the Viking defense in pursuing it. Conway breaks a tackle, punishes a defender, but with that, he still only gets back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Snyder there again on the tackle.
Yeah, Snyder went low. Conway tried to go through him, but Eli went just low enough. He took the hip out. Instead of trying to hit high and going for a hit stick, he took the legs out and made it to where even if Conway lowered that shoulder, he still went down.
Well, if the Spartans keep it on the ground here, this should be the last play of the third quarter.
A very fast-moving third quarter.
A scoreless third quarter here at River Valley after, as you said, 35 first-half points between these two teams. High snap. Schaefer's able to get it to Conway, and he's going to gain about 2. But I think that's all the Spartans were trying to do is just set it up to try to get a 4th and short. They're only going to give him a yard, so it's still going to be a 4th and 4 for Pleasant as the clock continues to roll.
That should be it. I don't see him running another play.
Yeah, especially on 4th down. They're going to talk it over and make sure that they've got their best play that they can run here. So as the clock expires here in quarter number 3, after 3 quarters, it's River Valley 21, Pleasant 14. You're watching Friday Night Football on the OH Report.
Being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
Live at River Valley High School field where we are entering money time. 4th quarter play here. River Valley leading cross-county rival Pleasant 21-14. 4th and 3 for the Spartans. Handoff, cutback, dives ahead, and it's going to be close. Depends on the mark, and it looks like it's going to be a turnover on down. Spartans handed it off to Avery Hamper. Hamper tried to cut it back upfield, but ended up about a half a yard short. Big stop by the Viking defense.
Huge stop for the Vikings, and again, you know, we were just talking about it at that break. They're up 1 score. Expect Pleasant to score one more time before this game's over. If you're River Valley, eat the clock, try to put at least 3 more on the board, and give yourself a 2-possession lead. Because I'll tell you right now, going into the fourth quarter here, only up 7 has got to be a scary sight to see for these Vikings fans.
Just 14 yards of offense for River Valley in the second quarter. It's a go route for Eli Snyder, and he hauls it in. Great throw and catch. Smith to Snyder. When you need a big play, dial up number 3.
And there's 3 guys in the area, Mark. There's no hesitation to throw this football to Eli Snyder from Chase Smith.
Now they're going to try to go to Myers, and this one is going to be overthrown.
Ball intended for Carter Myers is overthrown. 2nd and 10. Fogle on the coverage.
Sometimes it's a pretty simple game. Find the best players on the field and get the football to them. Chase Smith finds Eli Snyder. Big play. 1st down for River Valley. Changes field position. Vikings inside the Spartan 30. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Spartan 29. Vikings up 7. Quick throw. Snyder bounces it outside and brought down. Nice job by Ringer.
Yeah, Brody Ringer again makes a good stop on the edge. Eli had some room on that corner if he's able to break that tackle from Ringer.
Riley Hummel will check out. Nolan Bailey checks in as River Valley faces 3rd and 9. Snyder, Lang, Myers to the near side. Smith looks, crossing pattern. Lang spins away, made the first man miss, but it's going to bring up 4th down and decision time here for River Valley. Probably a little too far for the field goal. Colton Lang with his 5th catch of the night for River Valley. So 4th and short, 4th and 4, 23-yard line. Spartan defense needs a stop. Smith looks, throws, and knocked away at the last second. Again, it was Hamper. Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong on that one. It was not Hamper. It was Cole Bailey. Cole Bailey, last second, able to get his hand in there, knock it away, and the Vikings turn it over on downs.
If you're the Vikings, that's tough to be in that situation. You're not able to convert the 4th down, but you flip field. Pleasant has not moved the ball effectively at all here in half number 2. And you flip the field, they're on their own 23-yard line.
Well, even the first half, Pleasant only 102 yards of total offense. Here in the second half, they're under 30. Schaefer throws, caught. 40, 45. Nice throw and catch there by the Spartans. Schaefer to Scowden.
Big play there, and again, another, big tackle by Colton Lang, who's kind of been the guy tonight for this team.
Scowden with a 24-yard catch. Again, Schaefer throws a nice ball.
When given the time and the opportunity, he throws it very well for being a sophomore.
Schaefer, quarterback draw. He has a hole, brought down. Gain of 3. So we saw the switch up at quarterback. Abram Norton came in for 1 series, fumbled it.
Yep.
Had a little struggle on a 3rd and on 4th down, and the Spartans go right back to Schaefer under center. Ball at midfield, 9:15 and counting in the ball game. River Valley holding on, leading by 7 over Pleasant. Handoff, Conway met immediately.
J.J. Walton.
Walton was there. Cloa was there. Snyder was in there. Wyrick was in there. Host of Vikings read that the whole way. Just yards are tough to get on the ground tonight for Pleasant.
Big third down here for the Spartans. Third and 7, down 7.
Yeah, Spartans only averaged under 4 yards per carry coming in, and you kind of see why. Schaefer fakes. Now he's going to go over the top. Jump ball, Hummel caught, intercepted, but it's just like a punt. Riley Hummel gets the pick on the 25-yard line. In essence, it's a 25-yard punt. And River Valley takes over on the 25.
But again, Mark, just like we were talking about from the other side, River Valley not been moving the ball very well here in half number 2. They had the one big play on their last possession to Eli Snyder. Other than that, they have struggled to get the offense going. So that's flipping the field. You have them in their own territory now.
Well, 35 first half points combined.
0
here in half number 2. The defenses have dominated play. Smith, Vikings are going to go big play, looking for Myers. He high points it, brings it down, and incomplete. Couldn't complete the catch. Ball pops out at the last second. Thought we were going to have a 30-yard gain from Smith to Myers, but all for naught.
Probably for the best that he wasn't able to come down with that one, because that's a fumble if they call it a completed catch, and it's Spartans football.
So 8:15 to go. Vikings were not worrying about running out the clock and trying to time
yeah,
of possession. They're playing their game.
Yeah.
And that's throw the thing all over the field. Now they give it to Wyrick. Spins away from a tackler. Out beyond the 30. Turning for a first down. Big run there by Wyrick.
Big run there by Noah Wyrick. He finds a hole, spins off a couple would-be tacklers, and gets 8 yards on the play.
Wyrick was -1 rushing in the second half on 3 carries before that run. Spun away from a defender, worked his way up the field. Huge play on second down there. So 3rd and 2. Handoff, Wyrick hit behind the line, and this time takes a loss. Loss of 3.
Here's my question, and I'll question this from now on. You're up 7. You come out your first 2 plays, your first play, you try to take a shot. You don't complete that. Your next 2 plays are runs, and now you're punting the football back to them with 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
On the tackle there, another sophomore for Pleasant, Ethan Craycraft. Severns punts it away. And it is going to roll dead at the 33-yard line. But Pleasant is in business. A chance to tie, or if they'd want to go for 2 and the win, they could do that. But they are starting this drive on the 33-yard line, 67 yards away from tying this ball game.
Norwalk St. Paul completes the running clock win over Plymouth by a final of 57-0.
Big win there. I'm curious about those MOAC games.
I'm getting ready to look them up right now.
But here, big game in Marion County. Pleasant trailing River Valley 21-14. Schaefer takes the snap and is going to be brought down. Vikings were ready for that. No gain for Weston.
No score change on the Shelby Gadding game. It's 28-28, quarter number 4. And Ontario Clear Fork is at 14-10 Colts in the 3rd.
Second and 9.5, we'll call it, for the Spartans. If you're Pleasant, this may be 4-down territory the rest of the way, because you may not get the football back at this point. You're approaching the 6-minute mark. Handoff, Conway, right side, hit but gets through contact, and yards after contact allows him to gain 5.
I will say this, Galleon's going to start the 4th quarter with the football on their 30-yard, on the Whippet 30-yard line as they went forward on 4th down and weren't able to complete it.
3rd and 4 for the Spartans. I formation. Schaefer. Handoff. Conway runs through the arm tackle. Wyrick brings him down. I think he's going to be about a half a yard short of the first down.
It'll depend on the spot.
And they are going to mark him.
They're going to measure it, I think.
Just short. It looks to be about half a yard. Oh,
they're going to give him the first down.
I guess we got a bad angle. Eli Snyder doesn't agree with it either. From our angle, it looked like he was a little short, but they're going to give him a first down. 3 first downs here in the second half for the Spartans. Just 6 on the night. Schaefer throws through the hands of the receiver.
Lang fell down on coverage.
Yeah, it was Bailey, the intended receiver. Nice ball there by Schaefer, but through the hands of his receiver. Clock stopped on the incompletion. Can the Spartans find a way? Week 1, they beat North Union in a close game. Week 2, they played Hopewell Loudon. Very close, losing 14-7. Schaefer rolls, thrown, caught. Weston Schaefer with a bullet. And the sophomore quarterback gets a first down. The pass goes to Ringer. So they're in River Valley territory.
Schaefer.
Yeah, he rolled right, and he put a little zip on that thing.
Man, he ripped that thing home, and there was no way if Ringer didn't catch it, it was going to bounce off of him and go out of bounds.
Schaefer looks, throws, caught. Spartans got a little something going here with the passing game.
Yeah, Payne with the reception there, and you're going to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Hummel in on the tackle. They're going to give him 6. Spartans 41 yards from pay dirt. The officials are going to stop play here. I believe they're going to reset the play clock. Microphones have not been working all night tonight. I'm going to tell the Viking coaches, have them relayed up.
4:43.
So they're going to add 9 seconds to the game clock. They'll take that back up to 4:43. Schaefer, 2 straight completions. Found Ringer and then found Payne. High snap, Schaefer handles it. Forced out of the pocket. He's flushed right. He throws and just throws it up for grabs and kind of out of bounds. Falls incomplete. And they'll live to play another down. Bad snap started there. Schaefer had to go pretty high to get that. Immediately flushed out of the pocket, rolled right to the short side of the field. 3rd and 4, Spartans in 4-down territory.
Okay, Viking fans, it's 3rd down.
Spartans 4 wide receivers, Conway behind Schaefer. Quarterback keeper, Conway the lead blocker, and filling the hole, coming down the line of scrimmage to make the tackle is Jackson Cloa.
And now you're in a this could be the ball game situation if you're the Spartans.
4th and a long one. Conway's been the guy in short yardage all night here. But will they run that or will they let Schaefer keep it? Schaefer, quarterback keeper, follows Conway into the hole and fights his way forward, and that's going to, looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. So Schaefer followed Conway into the hole on the quarterback draw. And where they spotted him is going to leave this very close. It's going to come down to a measurement. Wow, is this big? And I think he's going to be short. And he is. He's about a football length short. And River Valley gets a big stop on 4th down.
Yeah, that's a massive stop. Like I said, 3:50 left. If you're the Vikings now and Coach Waddle, run the clock out. You need one first down, essentially, will end this football game.
Both teams have all their timeouts remaining. Vikings up 7. They have the football. Can they finish off the Spartans here in week 4? Collins in at quarterback. Handoff. Bailey. He has space. Cuts up 45 to midfield. Turns his legs forward. Big run there by Nolan Bailey.
The biggest run of the night so far for the Vikings, and it comes at the most important time of the evening.
16-yard gain on 1st down on Bailey's first carry of the second half. Vikings in Spartan territory, but most importantly for River Valley, the clock continues to roll. Spartans all 3 timeouts left, but they cannot give River Valley first downs.
Expect a heavy dose of Bailey.
Collins keeps it, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of 1. And Pleasant immediately takes a timeout. That'll set up 2nd and 11. So the Vikings appear content to run the football, force Pleasant to use their timeouts.
For the first time tonight, they're going to do exactly what we expect them to do. They're going to run the clock out and end it. Now, Shelby scored. 35-28 Whippets, 9 minutes to go.
So the Whippets have come back from behind, taking a lead, but Tigers putting up a fight tonight.
How about that game? Number 1 versus number 8 in the most recent state rankings in Division 4. That's MOAC football for you, though.
And, through 3 games, truly, Guyan has been one of the biggest surprises in Division 4 around the state. Everybody expected Guyan to be solid, but nobody expected a 3-0 start and to be playing Shelby this tough in week 4.
I tell you what, that's where my kids go to school, and from me knowing what they lost and what they had back, I did not expect them to be 3-0 coming into tonight's contest. Bailey's going to shake off another tackle, and he'll be stopped.
Another Spartan timeout.
If you're the Vikings and Coach Waddle, I think what could be kind of scary in the situation, Mark, is the Spartans kind of found a little bit of a rhythm in the passing game on that last drive. You're going to force them to use all 3 timeouts and punt it away to them, I would think, and force them to go what I would essentially assume be 80-plus yards in a 2-minute drill to try to tie or win this football game.
And it's been a night where the River Valley defense has been so good as well. Pleasant has 14 points. One of those was on a gift where the bad snap by the Vikings. Pleasant started 4 yards away.
And the other was on a 65-yard 3rd and 27 scramble.
Big play from Weston Schaefer goes 65 yards. But that's been the only big play for Pleasant. They've had 3 chunk plays. The 65-yard run by Schaefer, 24-yard pass to Snyder, 11-yard pass to Ringer. Nothing else over 10 yards. But that is if the Spartans get a stop. River Valley, if they can get a first down here, they can almost run out the clock, and they're
going to jump.
Sometimes it's not the amount of penalties you have, it's when you have them.
Absolutely correct there, Mark, and that's going to move it up 5 yards. It's still going to be 3rd down, but it's now going to be 3rd and manageable 3rd and 6 is very manageable for these Vikings.
6th penalty on the night for Pleasant, but at a horrible time. They had River Valley in 3rd and 12. Vikings are going to throw it. Goes out to Lang. Lang to the 40, 39, and brought down there. It's going to be 3 yards short of the first down.
And how long? Here's the question. Pleasant with 1 timeout left. Do you even burn that right now? If
not.
it's
They're
me,
letting the clock
I was going to say, I don't. They are going to use it. I wouldn't have used that if I was Coach Ringer.
Well,
here's why. Give your offense 1 timeout.
But I'm going to counter that. River Valley may go for it. If you're River Valley, you're on the 39-yard line. A first down finishes this ball game. It's game over.
But if you're River Valley and you go for it and you don't get it, you're giving them the ball on the 40-yard line per se. Granted, 60 yards in 2 minutes has been insurmountable for this Pleasant offense here so far this evening. But it's high school football. Anything can happen.
The thing I didn't like about the timeout was that it looked like they ran about 11 or 12 seconds off the clock before they called the timeout. I think it's one of those where if you're going to burn the timeout, you use it right away. And River Valley's going to keep their offense on the field. It wouldn't surprise me if River Valley tried to get the Spartans to jump off sides, go with that hard count.
Yep.
Get
Well, Owen Collins on the field. Haven't really seen him do the hard count.
Collins, it's going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll have the
He's
first
got the
down.
first down. Gain of 4. Collins with the 4-yard run. Big play there for the Spartans. We're down to 2 minutes to go. Play clock under 15. River Valley not sure what they want to do, so they're going to call the timeout when it gets down to probably 1 on the play clock.
Yeah, I'll take it to about 1:45 on the game clock.
Vikings call the timeout, 1:45 to go. River Valley capitalizes on 4th down, 4-yard run by Owen Collins. Gets them a first down.
And it looks like the Whippets are going to move to 4-0 as Gallion throws an interception in the 4th quarter. Whippets will take over with about 4 minutes to go on their own 37-yard line, up 35-28. But again, I talked about it last week with Brian on the pigskin, Mark, and I kind of want to get your input on this. We're both the Marion guys. We know the MOAC. It's kind of been my home for the last 2 years. With all of the talent that we lost in the MOAC this year, I don't think, other than the Whippets of Shelby, I don't think anybody expected the Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference to be as competitive as it has been through the first 4 weeks of the season.
Well, I think you look at it very carefully. Vikings hand off to Walton. His 3rd carry of the night. His first 2 carries went for touchdowns. That's going to be a 5-yarder.
And that one was a trip up away from being touchdown number 3 for big J.J. Walton.
But I think when you look at the MOAC, with some of the non-conference games that they've played, it's kind of hard to judge. The real test to me is going to be, what do the MOAC teams do in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Again, scheduling plays such a large role in how you start out the first few weeks of the season. There were some surprises. We were surprised that Madison came, or River Valley dropped that game to Madison. Last year River Valley handled a Buckeye Valley team fairly easily. Buckeye Valley came in and got the win, but the Barons off to a good start trying to get to 4-0.
They were up 14-7 over Licking Heights tonight.
But then you look at how the MOAC did against a solid team like Lexington. And so I think, we're still trying to figure out the teams in the MOAC.
I think we're at a point where with Shelby coming away with the win tonight, as it looks like they're going to do, they're that A tier. But then you've got Ontario, Gallion, Clear Fork. Even the Vikings, when they figure it out, can be that, A- tier and compete with anybody. I'm excited for the next 6 weeks. I don't know about you.
It's going to be fun as the Vikings take a knee, victory formation, and wrap this one up. So River Valley is going to hold on as nobody scores in the second half. River Valley beats Pleasant 21-14. We'll be back to start the postgame show right after this quick timeout. You're watching Friday Night Football live and free from Marion County on the OH Report.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Welcome back to River Valley High School. Tonight's MVP in the Vikings 21-14 win over Pleasant is senior Eli Snyder. And Eli, how's it feel to win the rivalry game?
Man, it feels great. I can't even remember how long this has been a rivalry. Just as a senior, wanting to continue that streak of the guys who came before me, and the guys are going to come after me. I mean, it just feels great. The guys came out with a lot of intensity, got fired up, and so hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah, six straight wins now for the Vikings over the Spartans. Last year was pretty easy, 35-0. Tonight was a hard-fought battle.
Yes, sir.
But the Vikings, man, your defense got it done tonight. I think we had you ending up personally with 11 tackles, but the defense as a whole holding Pleasant to 189 yards of offense.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Coach Arndt, Coach Kern, Coach Large, all those guys, Coach Lang. They push us every day. And I think it's, as the years have gone on, we've always struggled with stopping the run. And just to take pride in stopping the run and just being nasty up front. I mean, shout out to our up front guys. They did a phenomenal job, Jackson Cloa, Carter Logan, guys like that. So just to be able to go up there and, really hold them to 14 points feels great.
Yeah, and of those 14 points, one of them was a 4-yard drive after a fumble. So other than that, and then the big play on the run by Weston Schaefer, you guys just locked them down all night. You get the first win of the MOAC, start out 1-0, even your season record at 2-2. Now you get to look forward to next week.
Yes, sir.
What's it look like as you're going into Harding?
I mean, we're going to celebrate tonight, but, we got to get to work tomorrow morning. Harding's a good team. They got great athletes, same with Shelby. The whole MOAC's got great teams, great athletes, so we got to come ready to go every week and get the job done.
Well, you got the job done tonight, and again, River Valley starts off the MOAC with a 21-14 win over Pleasant. Tonight's MVP, senior Eli Snyder, 67 yards receiving, 11 tackles. He's a senior leader. We always say if the Vikings need a big play, go find number 3. Eli, before we let you get out of here, any shout-outs you have tonight?
Shout out my mom and dad. Love you guys. Rest of my family. I mean, I have like 20 people here a game supporting me, so it feels great to have just a group of supporters behind me every game. So shout out my family.
So special thanks to Baker's Pizza for sponsoring it, and to Eli Snyder. Again, Eli Snyder, MVP of tonight's game. River Valley wins 21-14.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
OH.REPORT brings you local high school sports coverage like nobody else. In football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball, soccer, wrestling, track and field. If it's happening in our area, we're streaming it.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
Krista.Smith post-game show. Week number 4 is in the books here at River Valley. River Valley leads 21-14 at halftime. Neither team can score in the second half, and that's how we finish it up. River Valley wins 21-14 over Pleasant. Vikings move to 2-2 overall on the season, 1-0 in the MOAC, while the Spartans lose their 3rd consecutive game, now 1-3 overall and 0-1 in the MOAC. Josh, you want to wrap up our final stats for us?
River Valley dominated start to finish offensively and defensively, only allowing 189 yards of offense while going for 319. You know, I heard Coach Waddle say it while I was down there getting our MVP, Eli Snyder. The defense played great when they needed to, and the offense made plays when they had to. There's some stuff they're going to have to clean up, like 12 penalties for 100 yards. Again, turnovers. They almost shot themselves in the foot with the bad snap that led to a Pleasant touchdown, and then Chase throwing the interception. But it doesn't hurt him tonight. But it's going to hurt them in those later games in MOAC play.
Well, a big night, as we said, for the Viking defense, holding the Spartans to about 30 yards below their season average. River Valley defense, as you said, was able to get it done when it mattered the most. Vikings with a big 21-14 win over the Spartans. River Valley next week will travel to Marion County for a big MOAC and Marion County matchup between these two squads. And it's going to be exciting to see how those two teams go at it.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else for me, Mark. It was a great night for football, a great night all around in the MOAC as we had a bunch of close football games. And anybody that wants to know about what happened in them, at 11:30 tonight, tune into the Friday Night Pigskin Show. You'll see 11 highlights because we had 8 live streams and 3 highlights. How much more can we do for the OH Report here?
Sounds great. Special thanks again to Krista.Smith, Coldwell Banker, for sponsoring our post-game show, and to all of our sponsors for everything they did in allowing us to bring this game to you tonight, live and free. As we wrap it up, once again, you look at the scoreboard and it finds the homestanding River Valley Vikings coming out on top, 21-14 over Pleasant. River Valley 21, Pleasant 14. For Josh Banks, I'm Mark Bollinger. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks for tuning in and watching Friday Night Football on the OH Report.